better. Dimming sunlight. I'm trying to try to clean up this, polish it off, break off the edges. All those blues are still here from weeks ago. Round this a little bit better, and then just put some memory on this, get it up to shape a little bit better, and then we'll try to add the handle. Right far ahead, what we have here now is the handle. Cut a piece of, again, green heart and sanded it down till it's fairly thin. They're not exactly perfectly the same. This looks a little bit thicker than that one. I'm probably gonna have to sand it after. Pins going in, down with a hacksaw, so not the best, but pins are in, and rough shape in for some of it. What I could do on just a piece of emery, I'm gonna have to use a Dremel and try to get in here, and then of course make this curve and then bevel everything and do everything in place. But same process, nothing too fantastic. Little electrical tape to try to protect this because it's been polished before to some extent. Pretty nice finish actually. So I'm gonna have to do that, and then the etching, I believe the letters I have are a little too big. I'm gonna have to try to get some small letters printed and try to work on that too. But coming along, I have about a week to do this again. Another person leaving, this happens, so I need to finish it before they go, obviously. Is the two pieces of wood on the sides. It looks so delicate now when you take it apart, but it's curved up, it's largely okay. It's a little rough, so it needs some fine sanding, and of course the paper is still on this one, but again just some fine sanding to bring this to a nice enough finish. But that's pretty much where it's going to be. What I need to do is grind the pins now, put everything together and stick it, and of course etch the blade. And to use nail polish, scrape this off with a screw. You can see the scrappy little edges, but this is probably as best as I'll ever get this. It's probably not going to get better. It's giving lots of trouble to etch. I don't have time. I have a day and a half to finish this, and I need to put the epoxy on here, and this obviously, well, Gorilla Epoxy takes a while to dry. This is the other side, so there's the end. That was done correctly per se, simply because it happened to be on a non-black piece of the paper that was used, and that transferred correctly. The M on it didn't transfer, and you know what, I've decided leave that out. So due to time constraints, I'm going to accept this other etching here. Not the best, but it does in fact actually come out. You can see the fluffy now. Finish knife, as you can see, the fluffy is clearly visible. There's an extra little dash in the Y, couldn't help that. After it occurred, that's not easy to get off. There's a slight little, you know, not the nice smoothest curve there. Not too pleased with that. Beyond that, so far everything looks good. Here could have sounded a little bit better. Top is a little off, as you could see. Again, with an iron grinder, you can't probably get much better than this. Next side now. The end is there. That required a little bit more cleaning up. I don't have anything to clean up now where I am. This happens to be a different island. I'm just doing the final photo. I've left it a little rough, as you can see. That gives you a little grip. I can do another coat or two and get this very smooth, but what happens is you lose the grip, so it doesn't work as well. It looks prettier, but it doesn't work as well. The bottom here, again, here could have sounded a little bit better maybe. Beyond that, I would say the rest of it is reasonable, as could be expected from an angle grinder, a piece of 1/4 inch stainless steel. Not too bad all in all.